Okay, guys, I want to talk to you about RESPs, okay? Registered Education Savings Plan. Here's the deal. These are the best way to save for your child's education if you are going to encourage your children to go to post-secondary school, okay? And I always ask parents that, are you going to encourage your children to go to school? Because typically, kids will do what their parents expect them to do, even if it takes them a few years to get there, okay? So post-secondary meaning it could be trade school, it could be beauty school, it could be massage therapy, it could be, any of these little extra trades as well as just straight university, okay? So how an RESP works is the government is going to give you 20% match on all the money you put in, okay? If your income's lower, you could even get more, but for this scenario, we're just gonna say 20% because that's pretty standard, okay? So if you invest $100 into your RESP, the government's gonna give you $20, okay? Every single time you do it, to a maximum of you contributing $2,500, okay? It maxes out at that point. If, let's say your kid is 5 years old and you're just opening your RESP for the first time, there's actually $5,000 of contributions there. You always get your first year back, okay? They're kind of like, you know what? These people just had a baby. They didn't get around to opening their RESP this first year. So we'll give them that for free. And then the year that you have. So if you took $5,000 and you put it into an RESP, not instantly, the government takes a bit of time, but within 2 months, let's say, the government would send money into that account and they would send $1,000. So instantly you could take $5,000, turn it into $6,000, and that's now growing for your child's education. Okay, when it comes time to pull this money out, okay, somebody doesn't have to be, but to maximize it and to get those government grants, somebody needs to be attending post-secondary school. They need to be able to prove that they are enrolled and attending post-secondary, okay? And then we take all the grants and growth out of that account first. Your money that you put in, you always get that money back, okay? Any growth that happens in that account, if somebody's going to school, the child is going to pay taxes on the grants and the growth in that account, which they're usually not making any money anyways because they're going to school, so the tax liability is very, very low. If nobody goes to school, the growth is all you're paying taxes on because it's your money that you put in there. When you put $100 in your checkings account and you take $100 back out of your checkings account, you don't pay taxes on that. Okay, it's the same with this RESP. You don't get any deductions or anything off your taxes when you contribute. It's just what you're choosing to do with your after-tax dollars. Okay, so the only time that you would have been better off, say, investing in a tax-free savings account instead of an RESP is in the situation where your child decides they're not going to go to school. And you can leave that account open until the child's 35 years old. You can really hold out hope, okay? But even in that situation, what's going to happen is the government is going to take back their grants, okay? Your money is still there for you, okay? So even if things don't go exactly as planned, you still get all of your money back, okay? So don't get caught up in, a life insurance policy that is for your child's education. A life insurance policy is to protect your income if your child passes away and you have to take time off work and cover funeral expenses. Okay, don't get caught in a trap where you're paying insurance premiums just to fund somebody's education because you have more flexibility with it in the future. Okay, because the flexibility that comes along with those funds that might have accumulated in an insurance policy, that comes with a premium. Think of it as an account fee. That account fee is the life insurance cost every single month. So, if the bank said, hey, we can open you an account to save for your child's future, the fee on that account is about $12 a month, and we're going to give you 3% interest on your money. Would you agree to that? Probably not, right? But that's kind of how those things work, is they're glorified savings accounts or investment accounts that have this fee attached to them. The fee is the life insurance policy. which typically you can put a really good amount of life insurance on a whole entire family, where it covers all of the kids, okay, for about $10. So that's just something to be aware of in the industry as you're coming across products and different ways that it's sold to you to save for a child's education. But if you're like, no, maybe wedding, I don't think I'm going to encourage my kids to go to school. I want them to have money for a home, their first down payment, things like that. Use a tax-free savings account, because you just have ultimate control and there's no crazy hidden fees or additional costs.